somewhere, you of course are a key player. You need to have a UMO that knows how to do his job. Not somebody who just says, hey, we need to send somebody to UMO school. You send them when they come back and then they never do anything with it. You need to utilize your UMO. Hazmat certifiers, you gotta have those if you're going somewhere and you take a hazmat. You don't have them, that will stop the show. Your stuff will sit there until you get one that knows how to fill out the paperwork properly, post it like it's supposed to. So those two are key. And then your air rail or truckload teams, depending on which mode you're going on, which way you're getting, where you're getting. So you need to have those people trained up, and they need to be trained well ahead of time on how to load equipment. All right, a little bit about UMO. I just talked about the fact that it doesn't need to be somebody who is not going to utilize it. It is an additional duty deployment. You get sourced to go on deployment. Generally, you will get a full-time project officer / UMO. Usually don't get both. You usually get one combined for 6 months prior to deployment. Some of the things that a UMO is required to do, you need to have a plan, you need to coordinate all the logistical support. You have to have training, you have to have forklifts, ways to load equipment, they need to coordinate all of that. Make sure that they've got hazmat personnel, they control, UMO controls all the movement, all the personnel, and they report to the first sergeant commander. Commanders, you're not the UMO. Remember that. Utilize personnel. All right, a little bit about shipment labels and RFIDs. We produce those in our office. When we get your list of equipment that's going somewhere, and it's, yes, this is what we're taking. It's finalized, it's validated by Force.com. We print out these labels, we generate these tags, and we deliver them to you, and you come here and put them on. Something you don't really have to worry about. Just want you to be aware of it, what it looks like. It's where they go. Hazmat again, very important. They require recert every 2 years. If you have one now and you get sort of deployment in 2 years, they need to be recertified. Recertification is an online course. So once they've had the schoolhouse training, they can do online refresher 3 times. After that 3rd time, they gotta go back to the in-person course. I mentioned the UMO not being the hazmat support guy. Same thing applies to hazmat certifier. Your hazmat certifier, when they go to that in-person course, any of you guys hazmat certified? Got a few? Okay. So if y'all did, you know. It's not that it's difficult material, but it is a huge volume of material. It's a lot to remember. So the smart guy at the hazmat school. We get a lot of people that come back from hazmat school as failures. It's not a joke, it's a real school. So remember that. No double duty. Cannot be UMO and a hazmat at the same time. They've got to be separated. Commanders, you can't be UMO, you can't be hazmat, you can't be all 3. These are distinct responsibilities, okay? Load teams, 20% of your unit strength. So keep that in mind. Remember that on the commanders. All right. That was kind of an overview of some of the things you need to know when you're going out the door. Let's bring it back to what you do on a normal basis. You're in state, you're going to AT, coming up here to McClellan to train, whatever the case may be. Most of the time, you're gonna be convoy. So, this is the movement function that you guys perform most often, and most often get wrong. We go out and we do convoy inspections from time to time, generally not unannounced, you'll know we're coming. We look at your preparation. Have y'all seen the convoy commander's checklist? All of you should say yes. I will email you personally, all of you, if I have your contact information. Convoy commander's checklist. That's your guide. You need to be going by this for each and every convoy that you do. Regulations 55-1, Alabama Movement SOP, not that important. TCAs, we'll just cover this briefly because you generally won't be in it, but TCAs is the Convoy Request Submission Program. Your supply sergeant, your readiness NCO, your training NCO, one of those three will need to input your convoy request at least 45 days prior to the convoy. 45 days top. He is my first one. And we've had a couple of convoys. We've had a few convoys in the last year that have not exactly gone according to plan in all kind of ways. And it's different. We got the FA guys up back here in the back that convoy regularly. It's second nature to them. They know how to do it inside and out. I don't know if you long hair guys convoy as much as they do. Probably not. Combat support, logistic companies, convoy some, and some echelons don't convoy at all, or haven't until recently. So we're bringing the focus back to convoy regulations, how to convoy, how to do it. Make sure everybody knows what you're supposed to do with the convoy. So TCAs, full-timers will take care of that. But you need to be involved in the convoy planning process. You need to make sure they have that to input 45 days. All right, definition of a convoy. 6 or more vehicles. So, how do you get around the convoy request process? Okay, 5 at a time, yes. However, if you're doing it to get around a convoy, somebody said 10 minutes apart? Yeah, 10 minutes apart, it's an hour. So if you want to break up 25 vehicles and send them 5 at a time, I'm not going to say you can't do it, but I am going to tell you they got to be an hour apart. So your convoy just lengthens the time, or your movement lengthens the time exponentially, right? 10 or more vehicles per hour dispatched at the same location would be considered a convoy. Now, if there is one vehicle in that 5 that you sent that's oversized, overweight, that's hazmat, you still gotta do a convoy. You gotta do clearance, you gotta do all of that. All right, marking. Convoy head, convoy follow signs, flags, and convoy numbers need to be written on the side of the vehicles in large legible letters. Numbers. Hours of operation for drivers. 10 hours of driving within a 24-hour period. That's not too hard to follow there. This is drivers do not sleep in operation. unit is within 50 miles of your regular training location that you go to normally, I can issue a blanket convoy approval for a specified period of time. Some of you already have it. If you're within 50 miles of Fort McClellan, if you're within 50 miles of Fort Rucker, you happen to be within 50 miles of Lakeland. In-state training, you probably already have it. I don't know if you know that you have it, but you probably already have this blanket convoy.
How do we know if we do?
So I send those convoy blanket approvals to the brigade level, subcom. So if you don't know if you have one, talk to them and ask, talk to your floor shop. Or send me a direct email and I'll check myself, right? Or call me. Where you at?
Yes.
Gas and you have. Every SFU in gas and have. All right, rest halts. Within the first hour of every convoy, you need to stop for 15 minutes. All of this stuff is required by regulation. It's not anything that we made up. We don't need to talk about fuel halts. All right, recovery. So I once was part of a convoy whose recovery plan was to call the shop. Is that a good recovery plan? You should have phone numbers of any shops within your vicinity along your route. You definitely should have that in your convoy plan. But that is not your recovery plan. It can be a secondary, tertiary, tertiary, PACE plan for recovery. But it does not need to be your primary recovery plan. All units don't have records. All units don't have real recovery assets, don't have maintenance personnel. So, tow bars, yeah, whatever the plan is, we need to have a plan. But don't make the shops your personal. You have to do tow bar training, do tow bar training. It's the world we live in, right? If you have an FSC, a maintenance company, that is part of your echelon, request support. Get some interaction with these other units that support you for basic duty. Alright, and last on, general stuff, communications. This is another one that bites people all the time. You got cell phones, everybody's got a cell phone. You see people using that as their communications on conference, that's another one. Pray to God you all have at least a singular radio, and you know how to operate. If you don't have a mission command system that's operational, JVCP, JCR, whatever system you have right now, you need to at least have a single. You don't have to be fancy with it, but it's single channel, plain text, frequency, comms check. It's all military communications. That cell phone needs to be second or third, right? Now, PACE plan for communications. That's some serious logistics right there. Yeah, it has absolutely nothing to do with what I was thinking. I just thought it was funny. So that's all I've got. There's your contact information. Any questions you have on movement? Let us know. We were kind of, thrown bar and talked about going through your chain of command and all that to get to this law. We were a little bit outside of that.